Hello and welcome to Bailey's. This week we've got the pleasure of looking at the Accuracy International AX 308. As you can see, this one is in flat dark earth in front of me. Mega looking rifle. I'm just going to say that on the offset. Before I continue though, I will say that this rifle is unloaded. There's no rounds in the chamber and the magazine is out. Get that bit out of the way. Right then, starting at the back. You do get a pack of spacers with this rifle, so you can add additional length of pull, even though you've got the actual length of pull adjustment on the back. As well as that, the actual buttstock on this will twist left and right and move up and down, so you can get the perfect alignment in your shoulder. Adjustable comb riser for your cheek weld for your scope, so you can get perfect sight alignment through your optic. That's absolutely perfect. This does twist as well, so you've got full adjustment there. Moving through the rifle, you have got these little quick release sling mounts for your little QDs, which is absolutely bang on. You've also got a little Picatinny rail underneath the back here. This has currently got a bag rider on it, but you can obviously put a monopod on there if you wanted. Moving forward, you have got a included 20 MOA rail, which is already added to the action. That's perfect because it's already assisting your scope if you're wanting to punch out distances. Moving forward to that, you've got a full key mod forend. Picatinny fully fixed on the top there for if you wanted to add any forward attachments onto your scope for shooting long range. You do get these two Picatinny sections included with the rifle with QDs in there as well, so for sling points, etc. And you also get this longer Picatinny rail to go underneath, which I've mounted my Spartan Valhalla onto. At the very end there, you can see the muzzle brake. That does come off if you don't want to use it. Most moderators you can get to fit this. It is M18 by 1.5, the thread pitch on this actual rifle, so that's not too bad either. Metal magazine. AICS magazines obviously will fit this, including the MDT ones, which is ideal. Just overall, quite a nice rifle. They are expensive, mind, but it is a very nice rifle. You can see why these are being used by military, armed forces and law enforcement throughout the world, to be fair. The trigger on this, the initial take up on that trigger has got good resistance to it. I've not adjusted it, I'm not planning on to adjust it. However, like I said, this is empty, but I'll show you exactly what I mean. That initial pull on the trigger has got good resistance, but the actual brake is very light. So it kind of messes with your head a little bit because you'll pull it back, you'll feel it where you've hit the point in the sear, and then there is a very clean, if I haven't got the safety catch on, let's try that one again. So you'll pull this back and you'll feel when you reach the point of the sear, and then it's just a very clean brake, as you can see. Took me by surprise. This buttstock on this is a folding buttstock. You've got a button on this side, and you can close this buttstock and it will stow alongside of the rifle for aid of carriage, etc., keeping it a bit more compact because it is a large rifle. That's just held in with a detent. You just push and it comes back off, but it won't roll around, which is ideal. But yeah, on top of this, I know this is going to sound weird, but I've used Hawk steel mounts because I needed high mounts. The ones that came with it weren't high enough. And the scope on top of this is the Element Optics Nexus. This is a 5-20 scope by 50, first focal plane. Absolutely exceptional glass, I've got to be completely honest. Was really easy to zero. I folded the stock, took the bolt out, bore sighted at 50 yards. With a 308, with this scope height, 50 yards roughly equates to a 200 yard zero. So bore sighted, zeroed at 50 yards. Adjusted the turrets, put the zero stop back in, and this rifle is good to go. It clicks are nice and clear on this scope as well, which is good because it's not got locking turrets. It's but it has got a zero stop, so you haven't got to worry about losing where you were on the dial. So yeah, overall, really nice rifle. And we're just going to bore sight this on at 50 yards, being a 308, and the scope height being what it is. Let's get this smack on. Right, okay, that should be on the money. I believe. Well, near enough. Put that in there. Job's good un. Magazine out. I'm using ear protection, the Vario enhanced, and I'm using Remington 165 grain 308 through this rifle today. So we shall see how it gets on. It's going to be noisy, it's going to be quite violent because I'm running it with a mod, without a mod, sorry, should I say. Stick that in there. And nice. Set aside parallax to 50 yards. That's all there it is. Very nice and comfortable. Luckily I got this all set to how I like it in the shop. Right, first round through the AX 308 from Accuracy International. Okie dokie. So I'm a touch low. So we're going to go. Should put it on. On the ball, that's what we like. I'll do. Do that again. That's a pleasure to shoot, that is. Magnet subject to touch times 10. That is unbelievable. So, come up one, and I'm going to go right one. Shooting into a large earth bank here, so it's quite nice and safe. So, you'll see one shot, which is a bore sight shot, which was about 1.5 inches bit low from bull. And then you'll see the rest of the group above. So, there was my bore sight shot, just there as you can see, and then the rest of them, just dialed them up, just there, which is phenomenal. Right then, so we've zeroed this rifle. This is the AX 308 from Accuracy International. We've zeroed this at 50 yards, which with the height and everything else of the scope, and the velocities equates to a 200 yard zero, 50 yard, 200 yards. So I've put that data into Stralock and also entered it onto my Vortex binos. So we'll range this target, which is 565, which is an elevation of 3.5. So let's, where are we? 3.5. The wind down there is let's give that a couple to the left. Ammunition I'm using is 165 grain Accutip from Remington, because I've got that, so not too expensive an ammunition. And let's just give this a go, see how it gets on at that range. Bearing in mind this was only like just zeroed and broken in, so let's go for it. There's one. Just wait for that to stop swinging. There's 2. Wait for that to stop swinging. Sweet. Take that. That'll do nicely. So the wind's blowing like a hoolie. I've kind of got a quartering wind with gusts, but it's also blowing directly in my face. We're at 610 yards from the gong. I've dialed 4 MRAD on this scope, and I have given 0.5 for wind. So we're going to send it and just see what happens. This is using the Remington Accutips 165 grain onto a steel gong, and we'll just see how we get on with this now. That was a hit. Wind has dropped. There we go. Just one left. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So it's just doing the job, pure and simple. It's just a workhorse, absolutely cracking workhorse as well at that. So yeah, time to finalise this video. Right then, so tall and short of it with this rifle. If you want an out-the-box, ready to rock and roll rifle that's capable of going and competing in like the precision rifle series, this is a good option. They've got the heritage of making fantastic firearms for the armed forces and police forces around the world. Yes, they do come with a price tag. However, sometimes by the time you've done a custom build, custom barrel, custom action, custom stock, all the other stuff, it soon adds up as well. I like this rifle. As I said earlier in the video, it does feel a tad agricultural at times because of the nature of how it's been built. It's built to last, pure and simple. So these are distributed in the UK by Sportsman Gun Centre. These are also available through us at Bailey's, as we're a seller for Sportsman Gun Centre as well. So if there's any questions, pop them in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.